Well, we're in for a treat today because one of my favourite chefs in Australia is joining me, James Viles from Biota, Southern Highlands, Bowral. Why did you choose to put your restaurant in Bowral?
Oh, just the weather. It's nice and cold.
You like the cold?
I do.
Well, I guess you can eat more when it's cold. That's why I enjoy it. I've been to your restaurant a few times. Your food is outstanding. It's always about the produce, good quality produce.
Yeah.
You're a stickler for perfection.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be doing a dish that's on the menu at the moment.
Yeah, in the bar we have a Mornay, so
Yep.
made of bugs, folded through a bechamel.
This sounds so delicious.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started.
Let's do it. So a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Just a chef little bit.
Yeah, it's measured. Yeah. And then onion.
Okay.
I need some garlic, Josh.
Garlic,
Yeah.
sure thing. 2 cloves?
Yep.
And roughly chopped?
Yeah,
or...
roughly chopped because we're going to blend it
Okay.
as well.
Nice one.
I could make you chop it really fine.
I know.
And then blend it. So we get a little bit of colour.
Garlic in?
Yep, garlic in.
Nice.
So just give that a bit of a stir. Now, this bug is about 300, it's a big bug, it's 350 grams.
That is the most
huge.
beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
James, this one in particular is huge. It's the size of my hand.
Yeah, they're massive.
They're very prehistoric in the way they look.
Yeah, they're really, they're gnarly. I love them.
Yeah, they are indeed.
We need to, we're using the tail, so
Yep.
what we do, we snip there, and we snip there.
It's very soft there, so you can get through it
Yep.
with a pair of scissors.
Pair of scissors, like any pair of scissors is easy.
Yeah.
Then just push there with your
Okay.
thumb, and then with your other thumb,
Lift it.
we lift that up.
Almost the same way you were doing a crab.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Then we're left with that part which we're going to use in our bisque, and then I just put it on a flat surface,
Yeah.
and I basically just take that out and then that out, and I just pull this out really slowly.
You make that look so easy.
So then we've got the head there. We're going to use that to serve it in.
Yeah, and so we've prepared some too. We've just given them a clean out.
Yep.
And I mean, it does look like a beautiful bowl. It's a great little idea.
They're so cool. And then just here is some roe, which is like a nice little surprise, actually.
Tell you what, I almost prefer the roe than the flesh. There's so much flavour in it, and it's a great. It's almost like an instant stock cube, isn't it?
Yep, amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing. So we're going to use that afterwards.
Beautiful.
So with the tail, we just need to snip down the 2 sides carefully.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Different bugs obviously taste a little bit different. You know, the little honey bugs are really sweet. But even at this size, you know, these are big bugs. They're amazing to work with. They've got great texture and they're so sweet.
To be honest, I actually prefer the flavour and texture of bugs as opposed to lobster. It's not as tough.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that's the best portion size, I reckon, if you're going to serve it whole.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
All right, so let's these are the onions and the garlic.
Yep.
Cooked out nicely. Now we need to get these parts, which is just the claws, you know, the body, and I always just put them in there with the onions and the garlic, like so, and then basically get your wooden spoon and get a bit messy.
Crush them all
Yeah,
up.
that's really crucial.
Not like you're doing. I just sit here with a cup of tea.
Well, you know, I wasn't going to say anything, Joss. But... Okay, so we're just going to saute those off a little bit.
And they're going to transform in colour, become more intense too.
Yeah, yeah, much more. Because you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Do you want to start doing some squash? Just a little rough dice.
Nice.
That's going to be for our bechamel, and I'll start that now, the bechamel.
All right.
So, not too hot on the pan. A little bit of butter melted. You need a whisk for this.
Yeah.
Once it's melted, we add some flour. I'm going to add some stock to this now while the butter's melting.
Okay, just some good old fish stock.
Yeah. Yep. Not too much. I reckon it dilutes the flavour. We also don't want to cook this out for too long.
Okay.
This is going to be to flavour our bechamel afterwards for the Mornay. Okay, so butter's melted. Just add a little bit of flour now.
Yep.
Like so. And then it's always good just to cook the flour and the butter out for, 30 seconds.
Yeah, we don't want that raw flour taste.
No, and it will start to come together like it is. Okay, and once that's done, add the milk. I add a little bit at the start, like that.
Yep.
And then whisk that in and it gets out any lumps as well. And then I add the rest.
All right, we'll finish cooking this bechamel and we'll finish cooking this delicious bisque, and then we'll go on to the next stage.
Perfect.
So we've blended all the shells, and this is what we're left with. We've obviously strained it too.
Yep.
This smells divine.
Yeah, it's Flavour Town in that bowl.
Flavour
So good.
Town. That's the perfect description of that.
Yeah,
It just
so
smells
good.
so delicious.
I'm just going to put a little bit of this this mix into the bechamel to flavour it. So I don't season the bechamel.
Right,
I season it with this.
nice one.
If we need a little bit of salt at the end, we will, but I don't think so.
And like we said, that's Flavour Town right there. So that's enough to really heighten that classic bechamel.
Yeah. Well, let's put all of that bug roe in as well.
Nice one. Okay.
So that goes in raw like it is.
And we don't need to blend it or anything, just
No.
whack it in.
Yep.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah, I enjoy those little, like it bleeds through it
Yeah.
like that.
Just a gorgeous colour.
I know.
It is gorgeous. It not only stains it, but it also gives it another level of flavour.
Yeah. So I'm just going to melt a little bit of butter like this, brown, for the bugs. I like it a bit nutty
Yeah.
and a bit brown, like so.
Nice.
And then take it off and set it aside until you've done your job.
All right, I'll put that on the plate. Is that enough
Yeah.
bug meat for you?
Yeah, that's enough for me. I don't know what you're going to have. So now we'll go back into the butter.
It's a fine line from making it a nutty butter to
Yeah.
a ruined butter.
A ruined butter. That's so good. That
yum.
smell. We need to add some squash. Juz, you want to add those in now? Yep. All of it can go in,
All
I
of
reckon.
it?
Yeah.
All right.
They can be friends in there for a little bit.
Good old squash. That's old school too.
I know.
No one uses it.
This is real retro, this
Yeah.
dish. Okay, so I just leave that on there for 1 second.
One.
There we go. We're done. Guys, do you want to add some cheese in this?
Sure can. What type of cheese have you chosen for this?
Gruyere is really good.
Yeah.
Goes well with the seafood.
It's nutty too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, or you can use some Parmesan as well if you've got it.
Nice.
Again,
Have a look.
whatever's in the fridge. Yeah, all of it. Yeah. All right. Now we're nearly there. Fold this bug through this sauce like so.
This is right up my alley.
Yeah.
Just anything with lots of sauce. I'm a happy lady.
Yeah.
It looks really cheesy. Obviously, the eyes play with you a little here. You think you're getting
Yep.
this creamy cheesy thing, but it's the roe in there.
Yep.
And then those little heads that we reserved before, we've cleaned them out, and this is going to emulate the plate.
Yeah. So I always just pick them up
Yeah.
and do it.
Oh, wow. You really get in there
Yeah,
so you can get as much as you can. I'm going to plate up one of those. Yum.
And then if you want to burn it for me, Juz, that'll be...
Are you sure you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. So just lightly.
Yep.
And this is the classic way of serving it, gratinated over the top.
Yeah.
And it just
And the
falls
squash
down.
burns a little bit too, which is good.
Say when. More.
I reckon when.
When.
That's
Nice one. Wow, that is so impressive. Old school,
Old school.
yet very modern. It's got a James Viles twist to
good.
it.
You going to have a taste?
Oh, yes. Thank you very
Go for
much. Dig in. A nice big chunky piece of Mornay bug.
Is that all right?
There's a reason why this man is one of my favourite chefs. His food is so delicious. You know what? That roe, it
Oh, it
almost
makes it.
is a little bit cheesy,
Yeah.
but crustacean-like. It's one of those dishes where you just can't stop at one mouthful. You better make yourself another one because that's all for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Juz. Thank you.